to Two Cats and a Mouse, and on our fun vacation, every year we usually take turns and cook a meal, like one night, and then like one night we'll go out to eat. But so my mom will cook and my sister will cook, and then tonight is mine and Evan's turn, so we wanted to share what we're cooking. And it's actually a meal we've made at home. It's no surprise that we love HelloFresh, and this is one of the meals that they did, but we are just reusing the recipe and kind of doubling it to feed the family tonight. So we've got all our ingredients. You need some cheddar cheese, some black beans, some chips, some sour cream. This is just extra that we bought to be flavorful. Adobo sauce is something that's kind of hard to find. We found it at Publix in the South American section, and usually we can only find it with the chilies inside of it, but this was actually the sauce. So I'm assuming you can substitute enchilada sauce or something similar, so that's why we had this. But it's best if you can find Adobo sauce.
Okay,
Alright, so you'll also need, of course, you always need your extra virgin olive oil. And for this recipe, you need tomatoes, radishes, you also need shallots, and some lime.
Oh, and let's not forget salt and pepper.
Yes.
So the first thing I'm going to cut is these onions, or they call them scallions. But you want to separate the greens from the whites, the white part of the scallion from the green part, because you cook them separately.
Oh yeah, and I called them shallots earlier.
I think it's almost the same thing.
Mean that. So.
It's some kind of onion, isn't it?
So anyway, and you also want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Okay, so we've got that done, and we have halved our limes. And so now Evan is going to squeeze some fresh lime juice in the radishes to pickle them, right?
Yeah, now normally I'm using the juice of a whole lime because we're making this for a whole family, but normally you would just use the juice of half a lime. And then, I wish I had a juicer, but I don't. You squeeze that in the radishes. These are kind of like citrus pickled radishes. And then after you squeeze the lime juice in there, you want to season it with salt and pepper and kind of toss it around a little bit. So while you're cooking the rest of the food, this will kind of marinate in the lime juice, and you can even like keep it in the fridge if you want.
Radish pickles, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you want to drain and rinse your black beans.
Okay, now that you have everything cut, you take the whites of the onions, you put them in a large pan over medium heat, and oil. I use olive oil, and you want to just cook it for about 1 minute till it gets fragrant.
So now you're going to add the black beans.
Usually you'd have about a third. This is 3 cans. Usually you'd have like 1 can.
Black beans, and you're also going to add your tomatoes and the adobo sauce to taste to the pan.
And adobo, a little bit of adobo sauce goes a long way, so you really don't need much.
Let that cook for a while.
About 5 minutes or so. Now you transfer this to a separate thing. Now you basically build it by putting the bottom layer of chips.
That smells good.
Yay! That's good.
So pour your mixture on the chips. Then you're going to top that with cheese.
Cheddar.
Right? With
Yep.
cheddar cheese. And anything else, Evan?
You just put it in the oven for, you only need to put it in there for about 5 minutes to let the cheese melt.
And you want to use a pan that you can
Yes.
saute in as well as bacon.
Yes.
Okay, we just got this out of the oven. Looks fantastic. And we've got all of our toppings set out so we can top it with the pickled radishes and the scallions and give everyone a lime wedge and also some sour cream. But for our dinner, we're just gonna let everyone top them with what they would like and let them come and eat. For watching our video, I'm gonna try a bite of this delicious meal.